Today we have a frequently asked questions session. And the first question was, I bought my bow, I strung my bow, and then another bow looks like this. You see that? Crooked. So what can I do when the bow looks like this? You see that the sear points away. Happens mostly when you do the step through method and you don't know what you're doing, that you twist the limbs and one sear looks like this. But the fixing is relatively easy. You see the sear points in this direction. What I do is simply hold the bow, grab this sear, including the string, and twist a little in the other direction. You see that? Until, and I look down again, until the tip of the sear runs alongside with the string. And I'm happy. Then I check the other side, and I see, okay, this one points a little to the side too. Hold the bow, twist here, you know you have this twist in the limb, don't overdo it, only a little beyond the middle line, bit on the other side, almost too much. When it's straight, then you pre-draw, you let go, and you check again, are they straight? That's all. Others show you, they put one sear on the floor. Imagine this is not a floor, you put one sear on the floor and you can bend the whole bow like this. You can do that too. I don't simply want to put my bows down there on the floor. Quite easy with a bow like this. Now imagine you have this one, one of the most trickiest bows I ever had. It's the asymmetrical hand bow from Jackal, because this one is here wiggly and especially here extremely wiggly. And this bow, when you make the step through method, is always out of shape. But this bow is so tricky. You need to be so careful that you hold the string in place. When you overdo this a little here, this bow can directly snap. So always hold the string with the sear in place and twist gently until, and with this bow it's really crucial, the sear is really straight and lined up with the string. If it's not, and the sear is still pointing in a direction other than the center, you draw this bow, the bow will snap in front of you. Happened a few times. That's why I did, when I made this review, I told you this bow is nothing for a beginner. You really need to know what you're doing. So in here you simply really need to aim down and see, is the sear really in place? And here really gentle, always hold the string in place too, to make sure that the string doesn't snap over the sear or something. Then twist gently in the other direction until this bow is really straight, really. So this one you really need to be careful. And then this bow works too. What you need to care when you shoot a bow like this with very wiggly limbs, don't hold it too tight. Don't force the bow to anything. This bow will not like string twist or a forced Khatra, so be very careful with a bow like this. If you have one of the fiberglass bows, easy peasy. Can happen when you step through, you know it. You step through with your left foot, put the lower limb on your ankle, handle behind your thigh, then you bend forward and you put the string off. So many people, especially when they have, let me step up there, then you see it. When they have a bow which is a little too strong for them, they don't bend the bow straight forward, they twist the bow. See, you have then a twist in the limb. This bow doesn't mind that much, but you twist the bow, string it. Oops, see, now even the string underneath was out of the string bridge. And when you twist the bow while you string it, you get, see that? You get the sear not in line. Then you need to adjust this. How can you avoid this? String properly. Either you string over the two knees and you have someone who puts the string in the nock, or you really bend the bow in line with the sear. So don't twist because it's easier. Bend forward in line with the bow. in line with the string. And let go. When you do that, ta-da, see straight. So simply be careful when you string your bow, how you string your bow, then you have no problems. Part 2 again is about the advanced Khatra. Some people have now mentally or physically a problem to perform it. It doesn't work with them. Why is it? The first thing, physically, this movement we have now here when we draw the bow involves these muscles, and with many people, they are not into martial arts, they are not into sports. The connecting tissues here get sticked together and to the bones, so the muscles will not roll around your bones. And this is what you will feel when you're stiff here. Then it's hard to perform. So this needs loosening up. How do you lose it up? It's quite simple. You stand in your shoulder width stance, feet forward. You sink slightly in your knees. You bring your tailbone down, like you always do, that you get rid of the S-curve down there. We straighten the neck. And then you simply turn here your waist. You see that? And let your arms dangle around. See? It's not that the arms move and force the body to move. You move your waist here from, see my belly button? This one here. When you do this, you will feel here a motion. You will feel that the muscles roll now around the bone. They start loosening up. This is what you can do always, and when you see little kids, they do this. It has other effects too in Qigong, but we don't talk about this now. It's simply physical loosening up, and it's even very good for your spine. So this one you can always do. You could do then tapping yourself, because we do Tai Chi and Qigong and stuff like this, but you can read this on the internet. So this is loosening up for your legs. Very important. Then it works better. And the second thing was the motion now, that you extend your arm forward while you make this rotation and you bring this arm back. Some have now problems to perform this properly. What most people still do is think with their hands and push-pull with the hands and let the body follow. And then it doesn't work, because the hand is the end of your movement. I said the beginning of the movement comes from here and it ends up there. But how does it end up there? You move first your waist, then you move your shoulder, then your elbow, then your hand. Sounds complicated, I know, but it's not. So if I stand now here, I move my waist, then I move my shoulder, then I move my elbow, then I move my hand. It's when you think about the whip, what moves first is here, and the end, the fastest thing is the tip of the whip. Think of a whip. Bam. And there's this nice snake arm or something, how they call it, where you stand like this, and you simply think about, when we only isolate now upper body, we don't think about the lower body. Shoulder, elbow, hand. This is your movement. When you stretch out this arm, you think about shoulder, elbow, hand. And now you bring it back. Shoulder first, elbow follows, hand follows. Shoulder, elbow, hand. Shoulder, elbow, hand. And you see, motion comes from here. So usually it's then pelvis or dantian, shoulder, elbow, hand. Now I go back here, see? Shoulder, elbow, hand. Shoulder, elbow, hand. Shoulder, elbow, hand. Of course you do this with the other hand too. Shoulder, elbow, hand. Shoulder, elbow, hand. So you see that when my hand is forward, I don't bring my hand back and let the body follow. The motion starts here, comes here, and then the hand comes back. Once you get this shoulder, elbow, hand, shoulder, elbow, hand, shoulder, elbow, hand, shoulder, elbow, hand. Do it with both hands. Shoulder, elbow, hand, shoulder, elbow, hand. While you rotate your pelvis. And what is important down there, they call it the qua. It's opening and closing. It's always a yin-yang. So here, when I fold here, I close this one and I open this one. When I turn over, I close this one and open this one. That's why this motion is very interesting to do, but because you can sink here. Like they say, you sink in your knee. So all the energy is sinking in your knee here. You open, and now you sink in this knee. And this combined shoulder, elbow, hand, shoulder, elbow, hand, shoulder, elbow, hand works with your advanced Khatra. You stand in your side stance, and now you turn back here. This pelvis comes forward, moves first. So belly, shoulder, elbow, hand. Belly, shoulder, elbow, hand. Belly, shoulder, elbow, hand. And the same with this one. Belly button comes back. Belly, shoulder, elbow, hand. Belly, shoulder, elbow, hand. And then you have both. Belly, shoulder, elbows, hands. Belly, shoulder, elbow, hands. Then you get this flowing motion, and it's awesome. So this one you simply practice. You can take then this rubber band and practice, but think about what moves first. You move your dantian, and then from here, shoulder follows, from here, elbow follows, and from here, the fist follows, or the hand. So belly, shoulder, elbow, hand. And then you get this motion in it naturally. When you think about, so I need to rotate now and I need to draw, doesn't work. This is one motion. When one part of the body starts moving, the whole body is moving. When one part of the body stops, the whole body stops. So that's why you start all in the same time and you finish all in the same time. See, this rotation finishes when I'm at full draw. And it works when I go with belly, shoulder, elbow, hand. Practice that. What you can do else to loosening up is this simple standing meditation, but to this we get in the next video when we talk about something really fancy. So you stand, shoulder width apart, relax your knees, relax your tailbone, make your spine straight, and simply stand relaxed. So I now relax in this posture. And then simply, like you hug a tree, bring your hands in front of you, like, see, this is a round, like you hold a big ball. Don't put your elbows up, let your elbows slightly sink, let your shoulders down, and the fingertips point to each other, and you turn them a little out that the thumb wants to go forward. So, and then you can focus again on all your internal aspects, that you relax while you do this. What is important? That we do everything as relaxed as possible, because then we don't waste our energy. Doesn't make sense when you pull your bow like nye, nye, and after 10 shots you're tired. When you use your whole body, you can shoot way more often because you don't exhaust yourself. So this is standing meditation. Simply stand like this for a while and then relax in this position. You will feel then your legs start cramping. Simply relax your legs. You feel whatever in your back, relax your back. Simply stand like this for 1, 2, 3, 5 minutes, whatever you feel like. You do a lot for your archery and for your health simply by standing in the proper way. That's why I always say, before you run, learn to walk. Before you walk, learn to stand. Stand properly, then you get there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you in